Okay. Hey guys, welcome again to another episode of Chai and Clean Cheese. Today is April 17th. We are recording this after our exit from the Champions League against PSG. So we'll just go over the game and then look ahead to the Mersey Side Derby, the first one in the Hill Dickinson Stadium of Everton. As always, with us is JD, Vivek, and Jens. So we'll get ahead and then start with the PSG game. Let's start with the starting 11, guys. What do you think of slot picking Isak and Ekitike up front? And did you think that change in intensity caused Ekitike's injury? And what did you think of Isak's performance? One thing I did have to tell you is like the pre-match. I did not see the pre-match interview. I saw that after the match. Apparently, Slot said like Isak is only fit to play 45 minutes. If he was fit to play 45 minutes, was it right in starting him? Was he right? So yeah, go ahead, Vivek. Your thoughts. I know you're holding
So,
Slot out.
how a game could change. Like last time Vivek was slot in, it just flipped it.
Slot out.
So all the things that we discussed on the podcast that Slot did should not do, he did.
Yeah.
He exactly did the things.
Right.
Tinkering with the starting 11. So
Hmm.
I don't know why. What is with this guy? I mean,
Hmm.
this is someone like either he wants his severance really bad, like whatever
Mm.
12 million, or I have no idea. I saw the lineup and I was like, what the hell is going on? And I even asked in the WhatsApp group, right? Is it right? Is it not fake? It seemed fake to me. I mean, Eki and Isaac never played together up
Yeah.
until now. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It is a game which you have to win.
Hmm.
And you won against a very good, well drilled Fulham team who were very close to us in the league table, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
defeated them convincingly with a lineup
Hmm.
which consists of a Jones, um, Rio, Salah, and Gakpo. He dropped all of them right away. He dropped all of them, and I don't know when we are saying Gakpo is in a bad form. Gakpo should be dropped, and he had couple of good games, couple of you know good
Hmm.
games against Fulham, and
Yeah.
then suddenly he's dropped. So
Yeah.
what he is trying to do, like sabotaging it, like okay, you are
Right.
playing good, so I'll just drop you. I
Hmm.
I I have no idea. I have no idea what is going on. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
Right. What I initially thought was like, see, if he was fit only for 45 minutes, and
Mm.
I mean, I know this is a big game, and for us, Salah is our big game player. To not start him,
Mm.
I think I saw some stats he played only 59 minutes across the two legs against PSG, and he
Mm.
had the most touches in the box for any player combined, PSG and Liverpool combined.
Correct.
And immediately he came on, he created the chance for Kirkis and the block which Marquinhos did. So this is a big game at Anfield. I thought like Salah should have started the game.
So my question is,
And
why
another,
even tinker around the starting 11? Like
yeah,
the starting 11 that
yeah.
started against Fulham and won
I
you
can,
the game.
yeah,
And
I can understand
I
Rio
initially
not
thought Jones
starting.
might be injured, but Jones was not injured. He came on later, and
He came on later.
we discussed about this specific thing in the last podcast. Jones is not the player you want to add
Bring
you
him
as a
on.
sub. You cannot make him play. Jones has to start. If he does
Start
not
him.
start, don't even play him.
Yeah,
He's not that player.
right. Yeah, you mentioned that. So, like I said about Salah, right? Salah should have started the game. That's the biggest mistake. And Isak, if he has fit only for 45 minutes, I understand. Like you cannot sub him up in the second half. Like what if it goes to the extra time? Then he has to sub him out again and things like that. But if you have a half fit player, why start in a game that is that big? And this is probably your final chance of winning a trophy this season, right? maybe. Uh, no, I was, in hindsight, looking at the 11, it was a big mistake. Like the minute Salah came on, our intensity automatically increased, and that's when we started firing on all cylinders. At least he created a lot of chances, um, and yeah, and the starting 11 was totally off. And one point I would mention before handing it over to JD, right?
Yeah.
Uh, we have not played with this intensity all season, right?
Nope.
The intensity we showed in this game was pretty good, and I think I read somewhere like Ekiteke had the most sprints in a game in just 30
Wow.
minutes,
Wow.
right? Like you cannot switch intensity just like that. Just for this game, you ask player to play like that, and Ekiteke ruptured his Achilles because of slot.
Because of the
I can
intensity.
say. Yeah, exactly. No. You have not played with that
Yeah.
intensity all
Yeah.
season, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then suddenly you cannot turn on an intensity in this in
Oh,
this game, and that led to him rupturing his Achilles. Now he's going to miss the World Cup because of that. I'm pretty sad for him, but these two things, JD, your thoughts, like you continue on that.
firstly, my mug represents what I think of our PSG game and our upcoming game against Everton. So I left aside my
Of
usual red mug
course.
and took out a blue cup mug.
Uh,
But anyways, no. I mean, like Rio, I understand. You said that, Sheikh, right? Rio, I understand. I'll not go to the reactionary mode like slot out or not right now. We'll come to that later. But the point is, I was really flummoxed. Why not Salah? Why Isaac? That really surprised me. And the other part is, I mean, we are talking about this during the text game, right? Like we played fantastic. Like some of the pressing and everything was fantastic for some segments of the game. Like it was amazing to see, like what we are doing. And I honestly think like we should have probably scored one or something like that. Like there was who was it? Vitina or Marquinhos? Marquinhos kind of came and like it was
Block.
a goal line block and everything. So and the penalty, well, I mean, I guess we could argue both sides of it to be very honest, but. Yeah. Vivek, I'm leading to that. I'm laying the ground with all the necessary points and everything. I mean, our team played fantastic, but like, to be very honest, to win a football match, especially a Champions League quarterfinal, you need to score goals and everything, and you need to have your best options at your disposal. It is pretty much not pretty much clear. It is like written in stone. We are not winning anything else this season. Champions
yeah, of
League was
course.
our only thing. So why not prioritize it? I mean, as it stands, we are fifth place in the PL League. I mean, I guess I hope we should qualify for Champions League next year as well. Then why not give an all-out effort to win it? Why not put your best resources out there on the field and like the team was ready to do it. Now I don't know if Slot hoped like if they could do like if Salah would do a Genie Wijnaldum, like all fired up and angry because of being subbed out and everything. But I don't think Salah is that character. Or Slot is that character to fire up somebody to come up and like burn the ground and score goals and everything like that. So yeah. I mean, it was disappointing. It's disappointing to see.
Hmm.
And but to be very honest, I think PSG was the more deserving team across two legs. Like there was no doubt about that. They were far better.
Yeah. So there is no question about that. Like PSG deserve to go through. I thought like uh, our second half performance from the start of the second half until they scored the goal, right?
Mm,
We completely boxed them in their half. Like we were pressing like crazy, and
mm,
I thought that led to us conceding those two goals, right?
yeah,
Next one more thing about Slot is like what took so long for you to substitute Alexis McAllister? Seriously, he was on a
yeah,
yellow card. He
yeah.
was so tired,
Yeah.
and instead of substituting him for Rio, he
Mhm.
substituted Joe Gomez for Rio. I don't know what's wrong with Joe Gomez. Like if he got
He was
injured, or I don't know what. I mean,
Yeah.
Gomez, man, like I don't know what to tell you. Seriously, you've been like in the club for like 10 years,
Yeah.
more than 10 years, and then
And al-
like you
and
cannot be
also
injured like this.
one
Uh,
thing, Sheikh, I think Gomez came in 45th minute or 40
yeah.
something like that, right?
He came
he
half
came for
time.
the second half, like because
Yeah,
Frimpong
yeah,
had a
yeah, yeah.
bad first.
Yeah.
Frimpong
Correct,
had a
correct,
bad
correct.
first half. I could understand that decision. And then
Mm,
the moment he came on, like for 30 minutes, we were playing with so much intensity. Joe Gomez got injured. There were two
yeah.
injuries in the game because of the intensity. Ekitike and Joe Gomez, they both got injured because of that.
Oh man, yeah,
And
yeah.
then McAllister, who should have been sub for Rio, was kept on because of Joe Gomez injury, and that directly led to our conceding our first goal. Like, uh, since he can talk about the goal Dembele scored, right? So
Yeah.
basically, Dembele came in, then he bamboozled first McAllister, and then he went back and he again bamboozled McAllister, and he
That
scored the goal with his left foot.
that goal was fantastic. He first
Yeah,
did a dummy on
damn
McAllister,
it, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
and basically the third time when he scored the goal, there also he bulldozed the McAllister.
Bamboozled
So
McAllister, yeah.
yeah, so I think 3 or 4 times McAllister could have done much better, at least tracking the runner because he's the main guy. He was so too intelligent on that game.
And
Yeah.
Jins,
So yeah,
to your point, just one. Sorry to interrupt. Just one thing. Um, like how do I say this? If we had scored even one goal, I think PSG would have been seriously on the back foot.
Yes.
PSG would have really been on the back foot. They would have like
So,
really
I
considered
was I was
options.
telling you guys, right? If we scored one goal in the first half, then we are in the game. The more
Yeah.
time we passed is without scoring,
Yeah.
because like 45
Yeah.
to 16 minute we had the high intensity game where that was the time we could have scored. And if we
Yeah.
had
there was,
scored before 60, then it's fine. But after 60, I think that's what I think most of the PSG players was telling. To go through this one, we have to suffer, and they were ready to suffer in the second half, and they did it. They
Yeah.
did it.
no,
They were compact on it.
so Anfield was, I think, it played its part, but the intensity we showed from 45th to 65th minute, it was good, but the quality was lacking, man.
Yeah,
Seriously.
the last
What?
pass, you're right. You were like the last pass.
What
Wha-
happened to our quality? We have so many players who
I
are like
I
60
will say
plus
this.
million.
I will say this and
Uh,
showing this.
uh,
Slot tried to beat PSG on their own game.
uh,
That's not going to happen.
uh.
So are you
That's
saying? So are you going
never.
to say Slot should have parked the bus in
No,
the first
I'm not
round?
saying Slot
That's
should
what
have
we did
parked
in
the
first half.
bus. I am
That's
not.
what
I am
was.
saying Slot tried to see. Oh,
Yeah.
I will play like PSG, that high intensity. While the whole year he did not play with that kind of intensity. His team is not drilled on that intensity at all. It's
Yeah.
quite apparent. And then he tried to beat them on their own game, and it was never going to work.
Right.
He could have played like a controlled game, keeping the ball
Hmm.
and not too much defending, I would say. But that is the reason I was so impressed with the Fulham game.
But
I know Fulham is a much lesser opponent than PSG, but this was showing some kind of, some kind of rhythm in the game. And he completely changed the 11 and the rhythm was gone immediately.
Right.
And then once Salah came in because of Ekiteke injury, and if Ekitike was not injured and he Salah started from the first, it would have been completely different game.
Because Isaac
Yeah.
had 5 touches in the game.
In the game, yeah, it was
45 minutes played, 5 touches.
right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Gravenberg had a good game. I think he did pretty well on a lot of things, but then he couldn't shoot. And why is he delaying the passes? I don't know. I mean, like lot of issues, lot of issues. I cannot stand another season of slot. Seriously, just see the season out. I'm also in the slot out campaign right now, along, along with Vivek. So
but there are news
yeah,
reports coming out. Slot might stay another season. There are
I
news
know. Yeah,
reports.
yeah, I know. I know that Ornstein said like he's going to be there for another season. Yeah, until
Yep.
things go really
I,
bad.
I,
Until
I,
he first, like he's going to be there.
No.
I'm always confused with Slot. Sometimes
Yeah.
he's good. Sometimes he's like very, very bad. If he could have stayed an average, okay, he's an average manager, then he could have done. Towards coming to the PSG game, I
Uh-huh.
think he was thinking too much on that game. I understand why he like it's an argument here. I understand why he
Yes.
started Isak and Ekitike at top.
Right.
Like as Sheikh was mentioning,
Yeah.
Isak can play only 45 minutes. So if he
Hmm.
comes a second half around 45 minutes, and if the
Hmm.
game goes extra time, he can't play that.
Hmm.
So I understand why Isak was starting, and Isak and Ekitike they could hold the ball high because when we had the ball, there is no way we are going through the middle. It was
Hmm.
all like long balls from the goalkeeper. It
All right.
goes to one of the strikers up front. They could hold
Yeah.
the ball and invite this. I understand why he started it, but where it backfired for him because he was not able to get Isak and Ekitike involved much. And McAllister was bad. I don't know.
On current
I'm
form,
also
I
shocked.
would
Yeah.
play Gakpo rather than Isak or Ekitike.
No, I would play Gakpo. I was telling, right? I want Gakpo to start. But again, when it is like two men up top, I don't know what is the formation that Slot has in mind. I've never seen Gakpo playing two men as top. So I
Right.
instead of
I mean,
Isak, I could have tried Ekitike and Salah.
the strategy was right. Like go long. I think PSG's centre back are bad against winning the headers. I think that's how we scored a goal with Darwin up top last
Last
season.
season. Yep.
And
Yep.
I kind of get like going with two strikers, but I don't know about Ekitike and I don't know. Isak can hold it, but he's like short of match fitness, and Ekitike cannot hit the ball as good as Isak or somebody. Yeah.
Say, let me ask you this, and this is something like I think you know to like I don't know if anyone has a clear answer to it. Slot performed really well in his first season. There is no doubt about that, right? We won the league and everything, but there was definitely a big drop after the PSG game. There was a big
Right.
drop. But is it a case like we don't have enough bench strength or just selling the players our team could drop? That doesn't seem right to me. We have enough quality on the pitch. We don't have. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Sheikh.
Yeah. So I think based on the performance of this season and let's say we have enough data right now to
Mm,
see like why Slot won in his first season, right? It
mm.
is kind of some kind of leeway which Jurgen Klopp left when he left. Okay, so there was some mileage in the team when Jurgen Klopp left.
So you
He
mean
left a
so the
no, no,
inertia basically carried them through?
yeah. So basically, he has set up the team. They had so much fitness and intensity, they could carry on with that same intensity. But I don't know. I don't know if Johnny Heitinga had a bigger impact when in Klopp's first season by maintaining that intensity. And once he left, there was no other assistant coach to carry out that intensity in the current team. I don't know what the assistant coaches are doing. I don't know what Van Bronckhorst has done after he is coming on. I thought Heitinga was the mastermind behind keeping our intensity going for the last season.
I think I was not the mastermind for sure. I mean, we know that, right? I think I could not do anything with the, uh,
Ajax.
I
yeah,
asked him,
with
but
Ajax.
as an assistant, like in
Same
carrying
like
out
Pep Linders, right?
blinders.
He went to
Yeah.
yeah. But
So
Yeah,
one
I
thing, JD, to add what Sheikh said, right?
yeah.
Your team performance, that one performance, that
Mm,
is how your team, trained the entire week.
yeah.
correct,
If
correct.
the entire week you're not putting intensity into the training,
Mm,
you're okay doing all the juggles and trying to avoid sliding tackles and other things. And
mm,
when you come to the real game, you don't expect the same. You expect the same way what we train it.
mm,
So I am adding what Sheikh said. Last season, Klopp set the standard so high, even the
mm,
players know it. Okay, what is the basic for a
What is the
Liverpool
basic for it?
player?
mm, yep.
So they were doing it. But 1 year of Slot's training,
Yeah.
and there were a lot of people who were saying Slot was able to keep the players fit because there is no much intensity.
Mm,
So last
mm,
season we were reducing the intensity in the training, but the games
mm.
was little bit straight.
Correct,
But
correct,
this
correct.
season we reduced the intensity, we reduced the game. That is not
James
what
intensity.
Liverpool. Yeah, so it's not what Premier League or Liverpool needs,
So,
because
so,
that shows our running starts. That
so,
shows.
so,
Tell me
James,
one time. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
no,
Please
I was
finish your thought.
telling.
Yeah.
When was the last time we saw someone making some tackles? You remember
Yeah.
when
Mm,
Barcelona came? You remember
yeah.
the Fabinho's
Fabinho.
tackle?
Hmm.
That
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah.
tackles that build up your crowd, and also
Yeah.
that gives some freedom for your opponents. If you see someone is coming and tackling, the next time when the ball goes to the same player, he will okay, this guy is gonna come to me. But current Liverpool players, there is no one to tackle. I can make 3 or 4 passes and I can bypass our midfield. So the
Mm,
intensity in training is causing the intensity in the game. So you cannot instantly come, okay, now let's play this game. We are going to play with high intensity. No, that is the case for
That is never
that will
possible.
not work out.
yeah, yeah. Correct, correct, correct,
And
correct.
that's
Yeah.
why both Gomez and Ekitike got injured in this game. And
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah,
that is not
around
right.
10 sprints. I saw somewhere 30 minutes. Ekitike did some 10 sprints. So what like sprints is not like you're in a warm up or anything. Reason for his that could be the
Rupture,
reason for
yeah.
his injury. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys know, right? Because
Mm.
Achilles tendon is like
Yeah.
that could, and Ekitike at the small age it could affect his long term future.
And
He
So
will
you're in
lose
the
his
perfect.
plate.
You're,
we always follow the stat. Even when a game is going on, I was following the stats just where it is. Okay.
Mm.
And before Salah came in, um, our possession was like 39%. PSG was at 61% possession of the ball. And I did not think for a single moment that we were in control of the game or we were doing anything to score, to be honest.
Yeah,
As
it's the
soon
same
as
reason. That is
came
the
in,
same reason. That's the same reason, Vivek.
yeah,
Ekitike is not good in pressing.
nope, nope.
So when we started Isaac, who is half fit, he was running, trying to run like a madman, and Ekitike who cannot press it. So I was like, I know the stats like around 20th minute, right? Both Ekitike and Isaac was in midfield, and they were not pressing. So the PSG players, the defenders and fullbacks, they were just rotating the ball. So that is expected. Ekitike cannot press. I don't know why. I always feel like
No,
Ekitike cannot
actually,
press.
Ekitike tried to press and he was running around. That's why,
Yeah.
like, he was having like 10 sprints and
He
things
was
like that.
running
But
around
still,
like a headless chicken.
yeah, he was not effective in the press. And Nuno Mendes got an injury, and like that really affected PSG's build-up play.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we could have
second half
really
they
taken the
struggled.
game. We could have
Wha-
really won the game.
Yeah,
So,
one thing. Since we are talking about like outfield players and general passing and everything, one thing I like to ask you guys or your opinion on you guys. I was just looking up the stats once again, the basic stats that is there. We had 8 corners compared to PSG's 2. Did we lose our ability to score from corners?
Yeah.
Because other than Van Dijk, it seems like nobody's good at heading a ball
Come on.
into like
no,
and
yeah, yeah.
When was the
and
last time we scored a corner, a perfect corner?
It was
I
like
don't
four
know.
or 5 games ago, he scored one, and that was like after 10, 12 games. We never scored from corners.
And the thing is, so the thing about corners is, if you look at the core defense unit of PSG, that's not a very tall unit or a very
Well,
physical unit.
exactly.
They are very
So that
technical, but they are not tall or physical. Van Dijk should be able to muscle them out, or Konate should be able to muscle them out and get to the ball, right? That never happened. 8 corners, nothing.
Yeah, I
uh,
think just JD. I think there is also big concerning about the technician that we have to take the corners. Because take an example of Arsenal, Saka and Rice.
Yeah.
They're like they could put the ensuing corners right
Mm.
across that their forwards, okay, or no, the defenders.
Correct.
But all our corners, it's coming to the first player, still it's coming to the middle. Nothing is like penetrating it.
Yeah.
So I think maybe a lack of a specialist specialist that
So
might be
we
the
again
issue.
go back to Trent.
and I mean, by the way, we'll talk a little bit about Trent in the Bayern game, Real Madrid
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was responsible for one of the goals, but like his passing was like excellent in that game, man.
Same
Man is
typical Trent, right? He could
Typical Trent.
create the chances that pass to Mbappe. It's like
Was oh my god, that
wow.
was what kind of vision was that? That was like
that was
unbelievable.
something. That was something. that.
Mm.
But anyways, we'll talk about. I think we are. I think all of us we kind of agree, right? After the PSG game, it was like we kind of knew PSG are going to win because I mean, pound for pound, their quality is better,
Yeah,
probably.
but we had a chance. That's what
We had a chance. Correct.
irritates me.
Correct.
Like if he had shown a little bit of quality, he could have won that game. At least take it to extra time, right? So yeah, unless we do Spurs, like we are going to continue with slot.
I don't know what Liverpool hierarchy is thinking, but they like I mean slot they are planning to keep slot, but I'm telling you right now, unless he changes his mindset and tactics right away, or we will see by the start of next season what is going on, right? We'll see as
Did
soon
you
as
guys
the
see
season
the
starts.
post match interview from
Yeah,
Slot?
I heard it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
I'm we'll
all right.
know by first 2 games. We'll know what is going on, what changed or what not. But I'm telling you right now, this is all happening just like the one during Brendan Rodgers. He will stay till December. He will be hovering around 10, 12
Yeah.
maximum. I was just calculating like the first 5 games we won, right? By like a goal in the 90th minute, 95th minute, 98th minute. if you remove that 15 points to 5, we would be around 10.
Yeah.
Like, we got lucky in those games, right? And I'm telling you, as soon as we start the new season, we'll know immediately that what is going on, if the performance is improving or not. You- Eventually results will catch up with the performance. Either one of those happens, right? Performance will catch up with results, or results catch up with performance, right? Um, that's the thing. It happens. Results caught up with the performance, and we know by the next season, first 2 or 3 games, what is going on.
Mm.
And again, by December, he will be gone. The thing is, we are just delaying the inevitable.
That's what I am worried because a lot of teams needs manager. Chelsea need manager, United needs manager. Who else?
Madrid
Spurs,
needs Madrid needs
Spurs,
manager.
Madrid.
Yeah.
So if like Liverpool hierarchy is planning of Alonso, I don't think he will wait till next December because any of these clubs could go to
Yeah,
any of these clubs.
We are all frustrated, Sheikh. No worries. We keep
yeah, I know, I
forgetting
know.
everything on.
All right.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So JD, I'll give you the final word for this PSG game, and then we'll move on to the Everton game. Right? What do you think? You will we, this was. I'll just tell one thing. Like, this is our final game with Mohamed Salah in Champions League as well. That's a sour note for him. He's going to be trophyless in his final season. So
Yeah.
where do you see us? Like, will we play Champions League next season? Hopefully, and some of the game for us.
Um, I'll start with the second question, which is some of the game for us. It was frustrating for me, and I guess it was frustrating for the people in Anfield. Anfield turned up. The players, I mean, irrespective of what they have trained or how they have trained, they pressed as hard as they could. People took body blows and everything. They did everything that they could. But I feel like based on whatever the strategies and whatever the sessions and everything that were there in leading up to this particular game, they did not set up these players for success in such a game.
Yeah.
PSG is too good of a team, too good of a team to just think in the midweek, oh, I'll press tonight, and when we'll PSG is too good of a team to do that, and that kind of showed. And yeah, I felt bad for Salah. I felt bad for Salah. I think they tried everything. When he went trophyless, but the man has won everything. I mean, it's all, not always a fairy tale ending and everything. I think he understands that more than any one of us ever does. Like, things are never fairy tale. Like, things don't well what you planned and everything. So he understands that he's a professional at the end of the day. So he knows. But yes, it feels sad looking at Salah like just walk away. And I saw the post game pictures, right? Like, he was looking at the supporters and the
Hmm.
Cop one last time for the Champions League night and everything, and he looked sad. He looked sad. And I hope his teammates also feel sad for him. And yes, as Vivek has rightly, said over there, I think the coach did not set him up for that. Now the
Alright.
now the other question, Everton. Ooh, sorry,
Let's let
Champions League. Champions League. I think we'll play Champions League. I think we'll play Champions League.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's finish this segment with Salah. And like one thing, was he treated poorly this season? I mean, I'm hearing from fans of other clubs saying that we are not treating Salah properly. So is that the case, Vivek? Did we treat Salah fairly this season?
It was Slot, not
I
Salah.
know.
I,
Hmm.
you know, again, as I said multiple times, I love Salah, and that's why I'm the one person to criticize him. Like, I always criticize him, right? Because I
Hmm.
know the ceiling he can go up to.
Yeah.
And Slot completely bombarded on his leave, like, farewell. To be honest,
Hmm.
it it. I think Salah is leaving, Robertson is leaving because Slot is not leaving.
Yeah.
Um,
I think Rob also said in his interview once Klopp left, it felt different for him, and he still has that feeling that there is no Klopp.
That was a very interesting statement. I mean, that was the
Hmm.
closest that a superstar personality or a public personality like Robertson could say, like, I don't trust Lotman. I
Yeah.
don't. That's the closest he could come to say in public.
Right.
I am telling you right now, till December, he will be gone by December. I mean, just just wait and watch. Salah, I hope that he gets to a Champions League club,
Hmm.
and hope that he will play against us. Hopefully, it does not score that much goal against us in Anfield. But he's he's a legend. He's living as a legend. It does not matter how we end up here. He's a legend. Not only of Liverpool, I think he's a Premier League legend.
And
As
also,
you are
Vivek,
telling
also
our
Vivek, sorry, on a lighter note, I think Salah helps me on trivia nights and pop quiz nights. Name the player who has played in Switzerland, Italy, Premier League, and I don't know, X country. Name this person. It should be Salah, and I should win the trivia night on a pop quiz or something like that.
he's an amazing guy, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty much sure he will love
Yeah.
Liverpool even after he leaves. I hope someday he will come back and kick Slot's ass and get him out of the club. But I hope this is not the end of Salah and Liverpool
Yeah.
journey. I hope
So
there are some
yeah.
future connection that will happen.
That'll happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
knowing Salah, I think he's going to say some things after he leaves the club. So
Yeah. Dude is not one to let go of things.
Yeah.
He will say something.
Even during the season, he comes out and says things, but after leaving, like he will have something to say.
And I think
well,
Hi,
anyway, yeah.
hi.
Yeah, I think we can
Moving
move.
on,
Yep.
moving on. Yeah, let's move on. Um, so weekend, Everton, they are also in seventh place, right? They are just 7 points off us. They are in a pretty good form. Uh, this is the first Merseyside derby in their new stadium. Uh, top four race, 3 points of United and Villa. So how do you see the game going? Who do you think will start? Will Isak start?
Yeah. So I read an article saying
Hmm.
usually when Everton versus Liverpool comes, it is Liverpool who is like stable, who has a certain kind of playing style, and everything will
Hmm.
look stable. And Everton is always some kind of mess.
Manager change and things like that.
This time it looks
Hmm.
just swift. It's let's flipped. We are in some kind of a chaos, and
Hmm.
Everton they look good.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of the games. Their attack was too good. Their defense is good, and Pickford is having an amazing game. So going to their stadium, and they will be all pumped up. This is a chance where they're so close to us.
Yeah, this is
Their
the
chance.
recent seasons. This is their best chance of beating us, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So it would be a tricky game. But coming back to Isak, I don't know. I don't know about Isak because, as we said, with PSG, he had 5 touches. Okay, that is at PSG, but this is Everton. So how he works with all this other teams and how Slot will come into it. And with Ekitike injury now, of course, I think Isak will
Salah
start.
has to start. Yeah,
Isak will start along with Salah, but I think Slot will manage his minutes carefully. More maybe it may not be like more than 60 minutes. So he is trying to build up his playing time.
I think he is that. Yeah,
Sorry, Jins, I'll say one thing. Whatever you think of the squad, that is not what you are going to see on the lineup sheet.
yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So I think he's going to start Gakpo, Salah, and Rio for this game. So we'll see. Like if he starts
What
the
did
same.
Slot said about Ekitike? I heard that he said that we have 4 other players who can play his position. Did you
Yeah,
guys hear it?
I haven't seen that. No.
yeah, that's fine. We'll see. I think they have better, right? That guy always scores against us.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah, and
that Drewsbury Hall, he is good. He's
he's
creating
good. And
chances.
Iliman
NDA,
NDIA is good.
yeah, NDA is
2-1.
good. 2-1. Yeah, I stick with Vivek. I think we are not gonna beat them. Sorry. So it could be 2-1 or 2-2. I don't see us winning anyway.
I
We
don't
either
see
draw.
us scoring 2 goals, man. I'm sorry. With the way we are playing, unless
So which game you are considering? Fulham or PSG?
so
So
if
which
we
version of
play like
No,
Fulham,
yeah,
we might score 2 goals in the first half. We'll get three. Uh, we'll concede 3 on the next half. If we play the second half like we did play against Fulham, Everton is
that's
not
not good
Fulham.
enough. Yeah,
Everton will kill us. That second half was
Everton will kill
horrible to watch.
us. Even if we are winning 2-0 around 80 minutes, Everton can still score 3 for sure.
And one question, I know this is not regarding to this one. What do you guys think of our right back situation? Because Frimpong is, I don't know, like he's not good enough for a right back. And Bradley had a big injury, and Gomez, we can never trust him for 3 games. I think that position is something that I hope that
Needs
that
to be
is taken
addressed. Yeah.
consider. Yeah.
So I think Bradley is injury prone. Frimpong is injury prone. Both of them are. I think if Bradley and Frimpong both are fit, Bradley will start. Um, so I don't know. I think it's a mess over there. But yeah, Everton. So 2-1 is Vivek's prediction. No?
I
So I
predict the
think
same, 2-1.
so. Here's what I think. Like if Klopp can reproduce the intensity of PSG game for rest of the season, then we have a good chance of making the Champions League next season. So that intensity with which they played, right? They should remember that, and that should be the standard for our all the games going forward. Yeah, Vivek.
Problem is, if you play the same intensity as PSG game, Isaac will get injured in the next game.
Mm, mm,
I'm pretty much sure Frimpong will get injured.
I was
yeah.
about to say we'll become a walking hospital, but yes, Vivek,
Go ahead.
Yep, yep. Because
How
we
many
don't train
games
like
left
that.
now?
Slot
How
does not
many?
train his players like that.
Yeah,
No,
how many
the
games
thing
do
is
we have?
like that intensity was the standard during Klopp's time, right? Like we will play like, even our Carabao Cup
But
games
none
like
of the
that.
most of the new players, like 6 or 7 players, they never played under Klopp, right? They don't
Yeah.
know what is that intensity.
Mm.
So we had just 6 more games, right? The 6 games left for the
Yep.
season.
Yeah, 6 games. Yeah.
But Sheikh,
Mm.
so to your question, that PSG second half, do you think that that is only Anfield? We can do that press only in Anfield
Not
because,
real. I mean, yeah, even if you do it Anfield, it's good enough, right? Like at least like
but yeah, against Everton we can't do it because it's
so
their
again,
ground.
like Everton. Yeah. So that's my thing, right? I hope since we are playing in their home ground, Everton is not going to sit on a low block, and hopefully we will have some, counter-attacking chances we create. I mean, I know we discussed about our counter-attacking last time, but hopefully we will have some chances. And I mean, I can't. This is a derby game. Like I cannot, digest a loss. So I'm saying it'll be either 2-2 or 1-1, or probably 1-1 because I think Everton will score early and then we'll huff and puff and then we'll score late and then probably again we'll concede again in the injury time. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with Sheikh. My vote is for 1-1. I
Mhm.
think that is what will happen, and I actually think Everton think not think. I mean, the Everton team might think we are at our weakest currently. Like
Mm.
in the recent past, they might feel more confident because of that. Try to attack more and everything. And what that might lead to as well is a whole bunch of yellow cards and stuff like that. That is also my thought process behind this game. But it should end 1-1 irrespective of all those things, and mostly like huffing and puffing and someone like either it should be a worldie or someone like somehow pushing the ball in beyond the goal line, something like that.
All right.
So tell me, JD, how many players are actually from Merseyside in this game playing for Liverpool?
If
Yeah.
Jones is there, then yeah, I
Then
Only
just
mean
one.
Jones.
Only
Only
That's
Jones.
Jones.
that's it, right?
Mm.
that's
I
it.
will
Yeah.
get the. I mean, I understand the yellow cards from Everton side, but I am not seeing any yellow cards. Like, I don't think this team even knows about the rivalry.
No, 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 no.
Mm.
It's not about that. You never underestimate the power of a stadium atmosphere. There is a reason there is a concept of home team and away team. Professional football, in that sense, is like it's a very lonely existence for the players, right? You're away from your home, you're away from where you grew up, you're away from family, many cases and everything. So it is the environment of the stadium and the supporters who create that environment for you want to fight every game. Because physically, it's a very demanding job. We know about what happened with Luis. Not Luis Suarez doesn't have knees basically. Batistuta didn't have knees. They still keep chugging on and playing on and everything. Money is one factor. That's their profession. I mean, they need to eat and everything. But still, never underestimate the power of Anfield and sorry, not Anfield. Sorry, power of a stadium and how that plays inside your head to push you forward. But you are right. There are nobody from, I mean, except for Jones. I mean, and I don't know if he's going to play or not. I mean, I don't know the 11. Who is going to play? Nobody knows basically at this stage. So
Only persons like we know what is going to be our center backs, right? Konate and Van Dijk, because there is no one
because there
else.
is no one else. Those are the only two.
And Mohamed
And
Ashule,
Mohamed
because
Asuli.
Alexis injury. Yeah.
Correct. Like,
Remaining slot can come up with crazy things.
I think Rabo comes close to being a scouser, so I think
Yeah.
Robertson should play
But
tomorrow
but
on
to a
Sunday.
certain extent of what Vivek said, right? Last time when we had Robo, Hendo, Milner,
oh yeah,
even they are not from like
From
Liverpool side.
Merseyside, yeah.
They
yeah,
they they, they
They know
understand
what
it.
a derby is,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
yep.
But
embodied the
yeah, even
Liverpool
I don't know.
essence.
Yeah, I don't know even Slot understand in the intensity of this Mersey side because he's not staying in Liverpool, right?
That's a
There
that's a
was an
very good.
article. There was an article like Liverpool are known as a hardworking class of players and people who comes together and support your team. Doesn't matter how you play. But
Correct.
this current set of corps of players and even the manager, no one lives in Liverpool. They all live far.
Yes.
They come here, they play. They don't understand what is a Merry side. With that aspect, I think Everton players they know much better than what our players got.
Now,
So
Well,
for
one
them,
more.
this will be a real. It's going to be a real Merry side.
Agreed,
Sorry,
agreed,
Mercy
James.
side.
But in that, like, let me put it this way: the concept of club rivalry, it was, or derbies essentially, was for a time when everybody was local, like the coaches, the clubs, the people fought for their side of the city, their part of the country, and everything. That part is mostly gone right now because of the nature of professional football. But it is entirely on the management to keep that fire alive, because which keeps you thriving for these kind of special games. Without that, like as an example, El Clasico, Real Madrid or Barcelona, how many people are actually from Madrid, or how many people are actually from
Not from
Barcelona?
Barcelona.
But they knows the intensity. You're right. You're right.
Exactly. They know the intensity. That is the culture that the club needs to build. The management, the administration, the coaches, they need to build that culture.
I don't know. I don't know. And one thing, have you seen the recent Manchester City United derby? Because I think United won that game because Carrick was their manager.
Yeah.
He put that intensity on that derby game because he
Right.
knows, he understands what derby means.
Right.
And he actually created that win. Because to JD's point, like most of the players are from outside, like even in Manchester, right? I mean, I don't know how many are actually Manchester born and bred. I don't even think any one of them.
It is
I
rare in
think-
professional football today to have someone from the city. It is very rare.
Yeah, exactly. Except for Ahmad, I don't think anybody played from United Academy as well, right? In that case.
Yeah.
But
Kobe
JD, it's not needed. Like you have to be, from that place because what Robo, Milner, and Hendo bring, they're not from here, but still they got that rivalry. They
Exactly.
understand people.
That is that. And basically, so what will happen, right? Like when a person like Robon, when they are already like people who want to fight, and then the management gives them the environmental, yes, this is your club, this is what you should be fighting with, this is the badge you are playing for. Like our greatest coach in the current Premier League era is Jurgen Klopp. He's as far removed from Liverpool as you can possibly get. He's not even from the same country. But the passion that Jurgen Klopp showed, like
He connected to the
yeah.
people well.
It's not Jurgen Club. Like you, me, Vivek, Jins, like the passion we have for supporting Liverpool from here. Like we can feel like if they are not giving enough on a Merseyside derby, right? Like I cannot. I don't know anybody from Everton. I don't know anybody who supports Everton. But if we lose a game against Everton or United,
We
I
feel
feel
bad.
very bad. Yeah. I could digest some other defeats to PSG, Dortmund, those clubs. I can, okay, fine, they beat us. But if Everton or United beat us, that even the whole season is ruined for us. Like even if we are doing well. So that's why like sometimes when we beat United 7-0, that gives more happiness to me than us winning a trophy.
Yeah. And even like the years that we beat Man United, to your point, like the big when we beat Man United, we never won those trophies on any of those seasons, right? Like the one in the middle, like after Champions League and Premier
We
League,
did not
we
win
never won
EPL
anything.
that season. We
We won nothing.
finished
But
third, I think, or fourth. I forgot. Third.
whatever. I mean, whatever. But the point is, like, we fought like mad dogs. Like the players ran like mad dog in those games. Like, they were all on the way. Like Klopp was shouting and screaming. And my point is, players are there. They are professionals. They want to fight. They want to win. As a professional, you have that competitive streak. You want to win something. You don't become a player like simply because, okay, I'll get the money and go off. That's not how it
Mhm.
works. You have to have the competitive streak. Now it is up to the management and the coaches to, fan that fire, like bring up the fire in you, and so that you go out for the 90 minutes and fight it out over there. Otherwise, it is very difficult for an individual player to come up with that. And AKTK is a
Right.
chill guy, man. Whatever you want to say about AKTK, he's a chill guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Cool. So let's end it with a prediction. So we already had Vivek. So I say 1-1 and JD 1-1 and and Jins is 2-1. So we'll see who gets
Oh,
it right.
Jins, you are the optimist among us. It's
Yeah,
usually.
Jins
Not
is
against
no. No,
Oh,
Jins said.
come on, man.
Yeah, Jins said like 2-1 Everton, not us. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
usually Sheikh and I, we are the optimist ones. So even we are going for a draw.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll be mostly a draw. So we'll see who gets it right. Um. All right.
I think we should give the final word to Vivek. Vivek, can
Yeah.
you bring out your
Uh,
digital banner?
yeah, we already had a digital banner for slot out. I think Vivek, we have 6 remaining games. So you already said like you don't see us winning any of them, but on the back of those performance against PSG and Fulham, you still see the same thing.
Might change. We might win some of them. The problem is that even if we don't win like half of them or even just win couple of them, we still might finish within fifth place. The league is so shit, man, and I'm pretty much sure
I
United and
agree.
Chelsea will take
Yeah,
points of each other this
Hmm.
weekend.
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll
I
see.
am
Like
not.
I think this being a World Cup year, there will be like limited preseason. The slot
Mm,
already has its press conference started out for the start of the season. So, so, so we'll see. Like I want to see a change. I mean, I'm going to look forward to the next 6 games, see if there are any improvements, if there is improvement in
mm,
intensity and things like that. If it doesn't change, just call it a day with slot, and then I don't mind just bring somebody who can be who has an identity. Like I don't mind them losing few games, and if I can see that identity with which we can play and the passion among the players, then I think I'm okay with anyone. So I think Alonso can do that.
mm,
He was trying to do all those things in Real Madrid, just that like he didn't have the right players who could do it for him. I think they
mm.
were playing for themselves rather than for Alonso. But with the current group, Alonso can make them play for him.
And also, do be a fresh start, right? Even for the players, like there's a lot of baggage. Maybe it will be a fresh
Yeah,
start
yeah.
for everybody.
So I think I don't think we are getting Enrique or
No.
anybody else, but Alonso is really gettable at this point. Like, and Hughes has to swallow his pride and then fire slot. I don't think he's the right man to lead us next season.
Or we can do a swap. Luis Enrique comes to Liverpool, Klopp goes to his favorite club PSG. We meet in the Champions League and they win 5-0. I think that should be good.
Yeah, good thoughts.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah. Right, guys. I think this is a good place to stop. Hopefully we'll meet again. We'll see you in another podcast next week. Hopefully with a Merseyside derby win. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for listening, guys. Last always, like and subscribe, and us four of us are signing off right now.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye bye. Cheers.